My power just went out. Oh my goodness.
You just got a chance to see how this works real time. Basically, I assigned a prompt to each knob, and everything from sitar drone to tabla to minimal techno I was sort of adding these different elements and genres. I felt like this was a really cool project to take on. Personally, music is my spiritual guide. Music is going towards AI with or without me, and it's my responsibility as an artist to keep up. I think it's good for us to remember we're here today to see each other in person. And I think it's great to remember people matter. So make some friends today, shake some hands, meet some people. My name is Chaz. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Thank you. It's finally here. Here's a sign language person.
This town ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh. Alright, here we go.
Wow, cool video. Looks like the team has been having some fun. Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Google I/O.
Thank you.
So good to see everyone here in Shoreline, and hello to everyone joining virtually around the world. I learned that today is the start of Gemini season. I'm not really sure what the big deal is. Every day is Gemini season here at Google. Normally, you wouldn't have heard much from us in the weeks leading up to I/O. That's because we'd be saving our best models for this stage. But in our Gemini era, we're just as likely to ship our most intelligent model on a random Tuesday in March, or a really cool breakthrough like AlphaEvolve just a week before. We want to get our best models into your hands and our products ASAP. And so we are shipping faster than ever. We've announced over a dozen models and research breakthroughs and released over 20 major AI products and features, all since the last I/O. I'm particularly excited about the rapid model progress. You can see the step function change here. ELO scores, one measure of progress, are up more than 300 points since the first generation of Gemini Pro. And today, Gemini 2.5 Pro sweeps the LM Arena leaderboard in all categories.
Nice.
It is state-of-the-art on many benchmarks.
Opening film.
We've also made rapid
Wow,
progress
I
in
saw
coding.
the notification.
Our updated 2.5 Pro reached #1 on WebDev Arena and now surpasses the previous version by 142 ELO points. It's getting a lot of love across the top coding platforms thanks to all of you. On Cursor, the leading AI code editor, Gemini is the fastest growing model of the year, producing hundreds of thousands of lines of accepted code every single minute. Now this last milestone might be the most impressive, at least in some circles. A couple of weeks ago, Gemini completed Pokemon Blue. It earned all 8 badges, traveled the victory road, defeated the Elite Four and the champion, bringing us one step closer to achieving API, Artificial Pokemon Intelligence.
Nice.
All of this progress is enabled by our world-leading infrastructure, the foundation of our full-stack approach to AI. Our 7th generation TPU, Ironwood, is the first design to power thinking and inference at scale. It delivers 10x the performance over the previous generation and packs an incredible 42.5 exaflops of compute per pod. Just amazing. And it's coming to Google Cloud customers later this year. Our infrastructure strength down to the TPU is what helps us deliver dramatically faster models Of the top models on the LM Arena leaderboard, Gemini holds the top 3 spots for highest output tokens generated per second, all while model prices are coming down significantly. There's a hard trade-off between price and performance. Yet over and over, we've been able to deliver the best models at the most effective price point. Not only is Google leading this parade of frontier, we've fundamentally shifted the frontier itself. The result, more intelligence available for everyone, everywhere. And the world is responding and adopting AI faster than ever before. As one marker of progress, this time last year, we were processing 9.7 trillion tokens a month across our products and APIs. Now, we are processing 480 trillion monthly tokens. That's about a 50x increase in just a year.
Nice.
We're also seeing a wave of adoption across our developer AI tools. Today, over 7 million developers have built with the Gemini API across both Google AI Studio and Vertex AI, over 5x growth since last I/O, and Gemini usage on Vertex AI is up more than 40 times since last year. AI adoption is increasing across our products. The Gemini app now has over 400 million monthly active users. We are seeing strong growth and engagement, particularly with 2.5 models. For those using 2.5 Pro in the Gemini app, usage has gone up 45%. You will hear a lot more about the Gemini app later. We're also seeing incredible momentum in search. Today, AI overviews have more than 1.5 billion users every month. That means Google Search is bringing generative AI to more people than any other product in the world. And along with AI overviews, AI mode is the next big step for search. You'll hear more about this later. What all this progress means is that we are in a new phase of the AI platform shift, where decades of research are becoming reality for people all over the world. I want to share 3 examples of how research is transforming our products today: Project Starline, Astra, and Mariner. We debuted Project Starline, our breakthrough 3D video technology, at I/O a few years back. The goal was to create a feeling of being in the same room as someone, even if you were far apart. We've continued to make technical advances, and today we are ready to announce our next chapter, introducing Google Beam, a new AI-first video communications platform. Beam uses a new state-of-the-art video model to transform 2D video streams into a realistic 3D experience. Behind the scenes, an array of 6 cameras captures you from different angles. And with AI, we can merge these video streams together and render you on a 3D light field display. With near-perfect head tracking down to the millimeter and at 60 frames per second, all in real time. The result, a much more natural and deeply immersive conversational experience. We are so excited to bring this technology to others. In collaboration with HP, the first Google Beam devices will be available for early customers later this year. HP will have a lot more to share a few weeks from now. Stay tuned. Over the years, we've been bringing underlying technology from Starline into Google Meet. That includes real-time speech translation to help break down language barriers. Here's an example of how this could be useful when booking a vacation rental in South America and you don't speak the language. Let's take a look.
Hi, Camilla. Let me turn on speech translation. It's nice to finally talk to you.
Es bueno hablarte finalmente. No puedo esperar a alquilar tu casa.
Te vas a divertir mucho y creo que te va a encantar.
You're going to have a lot of fun, and I think you're going to love visiting the city. The house is in a very nice neighborhood and overlooks the mountains.
That sounds wonderful. Is the house
Eso suena maravilloso. ¿Es la casa cercana al transporte público o recomiendas alquilar un coche?
¿Hay un autobús cerca?
There's a bus nearby, but I would recommend renting a car so you can visit the nature and enjoy it.
That sounds great.
Eso suena genial.
This is great.
You can see how well it matches the speaker's tone, patterns, and even their expressions. We are even closer to having a natural and free-flowing conversation across languages. And today, we are introducing this real-time speech translation directly in Google Meet. English and Spanish translation is now available for subscribers, with more languages rolling out in the next few weeks. And real-time translation will be coming to enterprises later this year. Another early research project that debuted on the I/O stage was Project Astra. It explores the future capabilities of a universal AI assistant that can understand the world around you. We are starting to bring it to our products. Today, Gemini Live has Project Astra's camera and screen sharing capabilities, so you can talk about anything you see. People are using it in so many ways, whether practicing for a job interview or training for a marathon. We've been appreciating the feedback from our trusted testers and some who are a little less trusted. Take a look.
That's a pretty nice convertible.
I think you might have mistaken the garbage truck for a convertible. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What's this skinny building doing in my neighborhood?
It's a street light, not a building.
Why are these palm trees so short? I'm worried about them.
They're not short. They're actually pretty tall.
Sick convertible.
Garbage truck again. Anything else?
Why do people keep delivering packages to my lawn?
It's not a package, it's a utility box.
Why is this person following me wherever I walk?
No one's following you. That's just your shadow.
Gemini is pretty good at telling you when you're wrong. We are rolling this out to everyone on Android and iOS starting today. Next, we also have our research prototype, Project Mariner. It's an agent that can interact with the web and get stuff done. Stepping back, we think of agents as systems that combine the intelligence of advanced AI models with access to tools. They can take actions on your behalf and under your control. Computer use is an important agentic capability. It's what enables agents to interact with and operate browsers and other software. Project Mariner was an early step forward in testing computer use capabilities. We released it as an early research prototype in December, and we have made a lot of progress since. First, we are introducing multitasking, and it can now oversee up to 10 simultaneous tasks. Second, it's using a feature called Teach and Repeat. This is where you can show it a task once, and it learns a plan for similar tasks in the future. We are bringing Project Mariner's computer use capabilities to developers via the Gemini API. Trusted testers like Automation Anywhere and UiPath are already starting to build with it, and it will be available more broadly this summer. Computer use is part of a broader set of tools we will need to build for an agent ecosystem to flourish, like our open agent-to-agent protocol so that agents can talk to each other. We launched this at Cloud Next with the support of over 60 technology partners and hope to see that number grow. Then there is the Model Context Protocol introduced by Anthropic so agents can access other services. And today we are excited to announce that our Gemini SDK is now compatible with MCP tools. These technologies will work together to make agents even more useful. And we are starting to bring agentic capabilities to Chrome, Search, and the Gemini app. Let me show you what we are excited about in the Gemini app. We call it Agent Mode. Say you want to find an apartment for you and 2 roommates in Austin. You've each got a budget of $1,200 a month. You want a washer dryer or at least a laundromat nearby. Normally, you'd have to spend a lot of time scrolling through endless listings. Using agent mode, the Gemini app goes to work behind the scenes. It finds listings from sites like Zillow that match your criteria and uses Project Mariner when needed to adjust very specific filters. If there's an apartment you want to check out, Gemini uses MCP to access the listings and even schedule a tour on your behalf. And it'll keep browsing for new listings for as long as you need, freeing you up to do the stuff you want to do, like plan the housewarming party. It's great for companies like Zillow, bringing in new customers and improving conversion rates. An experimental version of the agent mode in the Gemini app will be coming soon to subscribers. This is a new and emerging area, and we are excited to explore how best to bring the benefits of agents to users and the ecosystem more broadly. The best way we can bring research into reality is to make it really useful in your own reality. That's where personalization will be really powerful. We are working to bring this to life with something we call personal context. With your permission, Gemini models can use relevant context across your Google apps in a way that is private, transparent, and fully under your control. Let me show you an example in Gmail. You might be familiar with our AI-powered smart reply features. It's amazing how popular they are. Now imagine if those responses could sound like you. That's the idea behind personalized smart replies. Let's say my friend wrote to me looking for advice. He's taking a road trip to Utah, and he remembers I did this trip before. Now, if I'm being honest, I would probably reply something short and unhelpful. Sorry, Felix. But with personalized smart replies, I can be a better friend. That's because Gemini can do almost all the work for me. Looking up my notes in Drive, scanning past emails for reservations, and finding my itinerary in Google Docs, trip to Zion National Park. Gemini matches my typical greetings from past emails, captures my tone, style, and favorite word choices, and then it automatically generates a reply. I love how it included details like keeping driving time under 5 hours per day, and it uses my favorite adjective, exciting. Looks great. Maybe you want to make a couple of changes to it and hit send. This will be available in Gmail this summer for subscribers. And you can imagine how helpful personal context will be across Search, Docs, Gemini, and more. Today, I've talked about intelligence, agents, and personalization. These are a few of the frontiers where we will make progress, and you'll hear more examples throughout the keynote. But first, I want to invite someone who can share more about the intelligence driving our future innovation. Last year, I introduced him as Sir Demis. This year, we can add Nobel laureate to his list of titles. Come on out, Demis.
Hey everyone, it's really great to be back here at I/O. We're living through a remarkable moment in history, where AI is making possible an amazing new future. It's been a year of relentless progress for us. As Sundar said, people love interacting with Gemini 2.5. We've seen you vibe code with it, building games and apps in a single shot. You've used its vast reasoning powers on everything from unpacking scientific papers to understanding YouTube videos. And you've told us how collaborative, insightful, and genuinely helpful you found using Gemini. It's so exciting for us to see the awesome things you've all been doing and building with it. Gemini 2.5 Pro is our most intelligent model ever, and the best foundation model in the world. Just 2 weeks ago, we shipped a preview of an updated 2.5 Pro so you could get your hands on it and start building with it right away. We've been really impressed by what you've created, from turning sketches into interactive apps to simulating entire 3D cities. The new 2.5 Pro tops the popular coding leaderboard WebDev Arena. And now that it incorporates LearnLM, our family of models built with educational experts, 2.5 Pro is also the leading model for learning. And it's #1 across all the leaderboards on LM Arena. Gemini Flash is our most efficient workhorse model. It's been incredibly popular with developers who love its speed and low cost. Today, I'm thrilled to announce that we're releasing an updated version of 2.5 Flash. The new Flash is better in nearly every dimension, improving across key benchmarks for reasoning, code, and long context. In fact, it's second only to 2.5 Pro on the LM Arena leaderboard. I'm excited to say that Flash will be generally available in early June, with Pro soon after. We're making final adjustments based on your feedback, but you can go try out the preview now in AI Studio, Vertex AI, and Gemini app. As always, we're looking to push the state-of-the-art relentlessly forward, and we're excited about our latest research advances. To tell you more, I'd like to welcome Tulsi to the stage, but first, let's take a look at what you're building with Gemini today.
Can you make a bunch of like confetti circles explode out of my mouse?
I've updated the sketch.
Okay, what should we build next?
Okay, here's another 30 ideas for you.
Thanks, Demis. I'm so excited to share the improvements we're creating to make it easier for developers like all of you to build with Gemini 2.5, all based on your feedback, with improved capabilities, enhanced security and transparency, better cost efficiency, and more control. First, in addition to the new 2.5 Flash that Demis mentioned, we are also introducing new previews for text-to-speech. These now have a first-of-its-kind multi-speaker support for 2 voices, built on native audio output.
This means the model can converse in more expressive ways. It can capture the really subtle nuances of how we speak. It can even seamlessly switch to a whisper like this.
This works in over 24 languages, and it can easily go between languages.
So the model can begin speaking in English, but then ये हिंदी या किसी भी और भाषा में switch कर सकता है.
And switch back, all with the same voice.
That's pretty awesome, right?
Nice.
You can use this text-to-speech capability starting today in the Gemini API. Yeah. The Live API will also have a 2.5 Flash preview version of native audio dialogue later today. So you can directly build conversational experiences with a more natural Gemini. It's even able to distinguish between the speaker and background voices, so it knows when to respond. And Logan and Paige will show you more in the developer keynote. Second, we've strengthened protections against security threats like indirect prompt injections. So Gemini 2.5 is our most secure model yet. And in both 2.5 Pro and Flash, we're including thought summaries via the Gemini API and Vertex AI. Thought summaries take the model's raw thoughts and organize them into a clear format with headers, key details, and information about model actions like tool calls. This gives you increased transparency for what the model is thinking, which is especially useful for high latency tasks, while also just being easy to debug and consume. You also asked us for more efficiency. So today's 2.5 Flash is even more efficient, reducing the number of tokens the model needs to use for the same performance, resulting in 22% efficiency gains on our evals. Finally, we launched 2.5 Flash with thinking budgets to give you control over cost and latency versus quality. And the response was great. So we're bringing thinking budgets to 2.5 Pro, which will roll out in the coming weeks, along with our generally available model. With thinking budgets, you can have more control over how many tokens the model uses to think before it responds, or you can simply turn it off. Now, as you heard from Demis, Gemini 2.5 Pro is incredible at coding. So now, let me show you how you can take any idea you have and bring it to life. So if you've ever been to the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, it has a set of amazing exhibits. So to bring that to you today, I got 2.5 Pro to code me a simple web app in Google AI Studio to share some photos and learn more. So here's what I have so far. But I want to make it more interactive. And I'm still brainstorming the design, but I've got some ideas. You've seen something like this before, right? Someone comes to you with a brilliant idea scratched on a napkin. As a PM, I'm often this someone. Now, standard two-dimensional web design is one thing, but I wanted to make it 3D. And I learned that jumping into 3D isn't easy. It requires learning about all kinds of new things, setting up a scene, camera, lighting, and more. Luckily for me, 2.5 Pro can help. So here, what I'm going to do is I am going to add the image I just showed you of the sphere. And I'm going to add in a prompt that asks 2.5 Pro to update my code based on the image. So we'll let 2.5 Pro get to work. And as you can see, it's starting to think, and it's going ahead and creating a plan based on what I asked for. And it'll apply it to my existing code base. Because Gemini is multimodal, it can understand the abstract sphere sketch and code beautiful 3D animations, applying them to my existing app. So this takes about 2 minutes. So for the purpose of time, we're going to do this baking show style. And I'm going to jump to another tab that I ran right before this keynote with the same prompt. And here's what Gemini generates. Whoa. We went from that rough sketch directly to code, updating multiple of my files. And actually, you can see it thought for 37 seconds. And you can see the changes it thought through, and then the files it updated. We did all of this in AI Studio, so once I finished prototyping, I can simply deploy the code along with my Gemini API key. So here's our final app in Chrome. Look at these animations. And I didn't need to have advanced knowledge of 3.js libraries or figure out the complex 3D math to build this. I know it would have taken forever to do this by hand, and instead, I was able to create this just based on a sketch. I can make this experience even richer with multimodality. So I used 2.5 Flash to add a question to each photo, inviting you to learn a little more about it. But what if it talked? That's where Gemini's native audio comes in.
That's a pangolin, and its scales are made of keratin, just like your fingernails.
Wow. Now we're talking. You can hear how you can add expressive audio right into your apps. And before I share more, I'll leave this demo with another fun layout that 2.5 Pro coded just for us. We've put the starter code for anyone to build on top of this demo in Google AI Studio, so go try it out. And this is just one example of how Gemini 2.5 is changing how we build and how you can leverage the incredible capabilities to integrate vision, speech, and coding into your own applications. 2.5 Pro is available on your favorite IDE platforms and in Google products like Android Studio, Firebase Studio, Gemini Code Assist, and our asynchronous coding agent, Jules. Just submit a task, and Jules takes care of the rest, fixing bugs, making updates. It integrates with GitHub and works on its own. Jules can tackle complex tasks in large code bases that used to take hours, like updating an older version of Node.js. It can plan the steps, modify files, and more in minutes. So today, I'm delighted to announce that Jules is now in public beta, so anyone can sign up at jules.google. And like Demis said, we're always innovating on new approaches to improve our models, including making them more efficient and performant. We first revolutionized image and video generation by pioneering diffusion techniques. A diffusion model learns to generate outputs by refining noise step by step. Today, we're bringing the power of diffusion to text with our newest research model. This helps it excel at tasks like editing, including in the context of math and code. Because it doesn't just generate left to right, it can iterate on a solution very quickly and error correct during the generation process. Gemini diffusion is a state-of-the-art experimental text diffusion model that leverages this parallel generation to achieve extremely low latency. For example, the version of Gemini diffusion we're releasing today generates 5 times faster than even 2.0 Flash Lite, our fastest model so far, while matching its coding performance. So take this math example. Ready? Go. If you blinked, you missed it. Now, earlier, we sped things up, but this time, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Pretty cool to see the process of how the model gets to the answer of 39. This model is currently testing with a small group. And we'll continue our work on different approaches, lowering latency in all of our Gemini models, with a faster 2.5 Flash Lite coming soon. And now, for more on the future of Gemini, back to you, Demis.
Thanks, Tulsi. We've been busy exploring the frontiers of thinking capabilities in Gemini 2.5. As we know from our experience with AlphaGo, responses improve when we give these models more time to think. Today, we're making 2.5 Pro even better by introducing a new mode we're calling Deep Think. It pushes model performance to its limits, delivering groundbreaking results. Deep Think uses our latest cutting-edge research in thinking and reasoning, including parallel techniques. So far, we've seen incredible performance. It gets an impressive score on USAMO 2025, currently one of the hardest maths benchmarks. It leads on Live Codebench, a difficult benchmark for competition-level coding. And since Gemini has been natively multimodal from the start, it's no surprise that it also excels on the main benchmark measuring this, MMMU. Because we're defining the frontier with 2.5 Pro Deep Think, we're taking a little bit of extra time to conduct more frontier safety evaluations and get further input from safety experts. As part of that, we're going to make it available to trusted testers via the Gemini API to get their feedback before making it widely available. You'll hear more about our plans for 2.5 Pro Deep Think from Josh later today. Over the past decade, we've laid a lot of the foundations for the modern AI era. From our pioneering work inventing the Transformers architecture which today underpins all large language models, to agent systems like AlphaGo and AlphaZero, we continue to double down on the breadth and depth of our fundamental research to invent the next big breakthroughs that are needed for artificial general intelligence. Gemini is already the best multimodal foundation model, but we're working hard to extend it to become what we call a world model. That is a model that can make plans and imagine new experiences by simulating aspects of the world, just like the brain does. This is something I've always been passionate about, having thought about virtual worlds since my early days, developing AI for simulation games like Theme Park. We've been taking strides in this direction for a while through our pioneering work training agents to master complex games like Go and StarCraft, to most recently our Genie 2 model, capable of generating 3D simulated environments that you can interact with just from a single image prompt. You can already see these capabilities emerging in the way Gemini can use its world knowledge and reasoning to represent things in nature. And in Veo, our state-of-the-art video model, which has a deep understanding of intuitive physics, like how gravity, light, and materials behave. It's really incredible how well Veo maintains accuracy and consistency across frames. It knows what to do, even when the prompts get a little creative, like this person made out of life rafts. Understanding the physical environment will also be critical for robotics. AI systems will need world models to operate effectively in the real world. We fine-tuned a specialized model, Gemini Robotics, that teaches robots to do useful things like grasp, follow instructions, and adjust to novel tasks on the fly. For those of you here today, you can play around with the robots in the AI sandbox. Making Gemini a full world model is a critical step in unlocking a new kind of AI. One that's helpful in your everyday life, that's intelligent and understands the context you're in, and that can plan and take action on your behalf across any device. This is our ultimate vision for the Gemini app, to transform it into a universal AI assistant, an AI that's personal, proactive, and powerful, and one of our key milestones on the road to AGI. This starts with the capabilities we first explored last year in Project Astra, such as video understanding, screen sharing, and memory. Over the past year, we've been integrating capabilities like these into Gemini Live for more people to experience today. Of course, we continue to relentlessly improve and explore new innovations at the frontier. For example, we've upgraded voice output to be more natural with native audio. We've improved memory and added computer control. Let's take a look.
I'm here with the latest research prototype of Project Astra, and we're going to see how it can help me fix my bike. Hey, go online and look for a user's manual for a Huffy mountain bike.
I have found a user manual for you. What would you like to know about it?
Okay, cool. Now scroll until you find the section about the brakes.
Sure thing. Looking for that page now.
I think I stripped this screw. Can you go on YouTube and find a video for how to fix that?
Of course. I'm opening YouTube now.
I need a spare tension screw. Can you call the nearest bike shop and see what they have in stock?
Yep. Calling them now. I'll get back to you with what they have in stock.
I think my